Interest rates are at historic lows, and they may be heading even lower.
The Federal Reserve is planning to lower rates because of forecasts that the economy is going to remain weak. Heather Sells has the story.
The recovery has weakened considerably, and downside risks have increased sharply.
In June, the International Monetary Fund said the U.S. economy would grow 2.5% this year and 2.7% next year. Now it says the economy will grow just 1.5% this year and 1.8% next year. Even with a slight improvement next year, economists say it won't be enough to lower the unemployment rate. The IMF blames financial turmoil and slow growth in both the U.S. and Europe. Sharp stock market drops in the U.S. have also hurt consumer and business confidence. So what's the answer?
Strong policies are needed both to improve the outlook and to reduce the risks.
One remedy, the Federal Reserve is expected to give the U.S. a shot in the arm with a plan to push the yield on treasuries still lower. That would reduce the rates on mortgages and other consumer and business loans. Already, U.S. mortgage rates are at 60-year lows. The average rate on a 30-year fixed mortgage, 4.09%. That is the lowest rate since 1951. Heather Sells, CBN News.
You would expect, with an interest rate that low, that housing prices would be going up. But we're actually seeing the opposite. The demand keeps shrinking, and we haven't washed through all the foreclosed properties. Until we do that, I don't see a turnaround. Lee Webb has the rest of our top stories from the CBN Newsroom. Lee?
Gordon, President Obama is still pushing the Palestinians to drop their bid for statehood at the United Nations. Mr. Obama addresses the issue at the UN General Assembly today. He's also meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas. He wants both parties to resume direct peace talks. Meanwhile, some U.S. officials say they probably cannot stop the Palestinian statehood bid. President Abbas is expected to deliver a formal letter requesting statehood to the United Nations on Friday. An Iranian court finally clears the way for the release of two American hostages. It ordered that Shane Bauer and Josh Fatal be freed each on $500,000 bail. The two men had been in Iranian custody for 2 years. Bauer, Fatal, and a third American were arrested for spying while they were hiking along the Iran-Iraq border. They deny those charges. With the approval of the Iranian court, there's nothing else standing in their way of freedom. Would you pay more than $16 for a muffin? The Justice Department did. A report from the department's Inspector General found that it spent lavishly on legal conferences, and not just for muffins. At another conference, coffee was more than $1 an ounce. And a snack break cost $32 a person for Cracker Jacks, popcorn, and candy bars. The report comes as a new Gallup study finds that Americans believe the federal government wastes 51 cents out of every dollar it spends. Gordon?
Well, obviously, the Inspector General has never tried to book a conference room at the Willard in downtown D.C. When it comes to high prices, the only thing that beats the concession stand at the movie theater is trying to get snacks at a conference in a major hotel. And that is what's going on with that one.